Alrighty, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NALS docket for July 2018. I'm Lydia Gooden, NALS Communications and Meetings Manager, and I'm joined by
Maria Easterling, now Certification Education Manager.
Awesome. Today we're going to be delivering the NALS docket in a new format. We are testing it out, so just let us know in the survey link that you received with this email that you accessed this video from. So let's get started.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm excited about this, Lydia. I mean, the NALS docket going live on video, they can actually hear us.
I know, this is awesome. Yeah, they don't just have to see us at National Conference and hear us talk to them or on the phone. They can actually hear us talk about the great and awesome programs that we've been working on. So I think this will be super awesome because it's going to provide some insight to them so they're just not reading, but they're also hearing what we have to say about this awesome stuff we're doing. So first of all, just want to say, both want to say thank you so much for joining us and for clicking on that link to view this video today. So what this is going to be is just the NALS docket, just in a different format. We're going to do all the highlights and updates of everything that's going on here at NALS. And be sure to look at the presentation every now and then while you're listening for the link to access additional information and how to get involved in the certain announcements that we have in this presentation today. So just be sure about that. The NALS Resource Center staff, so this is us.
Oh,
Morgan
boy.
Blue. Yeah, I know. These pictures I found of us are incredible.
Like right up close and personal.
I know,
yeah.
in your face. I wanted everyone to just, like, see us. Morgan couldn't join us today. She's on maternity leave. She had a baby recently, early in July, and we want to say a big congratulations to her. You can also email her at membership@nals.org just to tell her how awesome it is that she had a little baby boy. His name is Reese, and he is the cutest little thing I've ever seen. I've seen pictures of him on her Facebook profile, so that's super great. Let's get started here. So first things first, we're going to talk about a few of our upcoming events. I just picked 4, but if you would like to see other upcoming events, you can visit nals.org/events to see all the listing of events that we have coming up, and there are a lot, especially CLE events. And speaking of CLE, NALS Study Hall Live Series. Maria, I'm going to let you explain that a little bit because I think it's a great series, so just let them know about what that's all about.
Okay, so the NALS Study Hall Live Series was developed by our Task Force SAGES, a group of our members who are all certified, either PP, PLS, ALP, and generally they have a couple specialty certificates as well. And they get online, just like we are right now, and they meet with exam candidates, and they go over the material that is encountered on one of our exams, either the ALP, PLS, or PP. So it's preparing you for the exam. But what's really unique about this experience, previously we had had staff members conducting these study sessions. However, we decided to change that because a lot of examinees have those questions like, what did you encounter on the test? How did you prepare for this exam? How did you feel? What was the test like? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. They have all these different types of questions. So our members are able to answer those questions as they progress through the information that they're going to cover for that particular topic. And we have live series and videos covering everything from grammar to ethics to workman's comp to contracts and litigation. So there's a wide array, I apparently can't speak today. And we actually have, I believe, 20 sessions that started at the end of June and will continue through August and even into early September. So if you have not signed up for a NALS Study Hall Live Series, please do so. At the end of the series, meaning when all of the review sessions have completed, you will be able to enter which presentations you went to, and we will verify that information. You can put it into your online journal, and you will receive CLE credit. So it is a really great way of getting a lot of CLE, preparing yourself for the exam, or maybe just introducing yourself to new material that maybe you haven't yet covered, and meeting a fellow NASPAL.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. And we have really great feedback from a lot of the individuals who attend these Study Hall Live series. They really feel like they can connect with somebody, even if they're halfway across the United States, and they can get a better grasp, a better grip on the material that's going to be covered, and feel a little bit better going into the exam.
Indeed. And I know a lot of people ask about like an online legal training course, and a lot of our chapters, our awesome chapters, put those on, but I think this would be also too, we should say that it's a good alternative if you don't have a legal training course near you to get involved in the Study Hall series, right, Maria?
Absolutely. If you can participate from start to finish, we definitely have that as an alternative to the legal training course.
Sweet. All right, speaking of CLE, we have a webinar coming up as well in August, mid-August. It's from one of our fantastic people that we have linked with. They're going to be talking about due diligence and the downside to cutting corners on certain things within your office and doing paperwork and things like that. So be sure to join us on August 14th. You can also register online to earn the CLE credit, and you can view the full description and our speakers at nows.org/AUG18 webinar, and you can see that there on your screen. Also,
now, Lydia,
what's up?
Oh, yeah, I'm interested in this webinar. So if I sign up and I attend, do I get a certificate, or will it go into my online journal? What's going to have to happen for me to get that CLE credit?
To get the credit, you have to attend. Okay, so we are able, in our awesome system, we're able to track that to see who comes and shows up for the webinar. So we'll automatically add it to your journal if you register prior to the deadline date. And you'll receive the credit automatically to your journal along with a link to the playback. And on that link is a download for you to receive PDF for the your CLE certificate. So it'll have all that information listed on there, so if you need it to submit to anyone else, you can download that for yourself there as well. So that's how you get it. We try to keep everything pretty digital, pretty fresh, and pretty digital so that everyone has access and we can get that to them easily. So, yeah. Thanks for asking that, though. We have an exam period coming up, which is pretty exciting, and it's all 3 of our awesome exams. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, we do. I love September and March because that's when we offer all 3 exams, or that's what it used to be, because I don't know if anyone listening has heard our ALP exam and our CLP PLS exam are completely online. And Lydia, can you believe this? You can sit for these exams with an online proctor anytime, any day, once you're approved to sit for the ALP, CLP, and PLS exam. So you don't need to wait anymore till September or March. Anytime now, you can sit. And,
that's awesome.
I know. So many people have signed up and so many people have loved it. And we are working very hard right now to make sure that our PP exam is available in August. So if you guys aren't aware, we do have new web pages dedicated to this online process. And I definitely want you to go there and check out all this information. One, because I've included a bunch of really great videos that you can watch, and it'll walk you through how the online exam process works. The online exam process is actually more secure, and it definitely is easier for the examinee. All they need to do is literally roll out of bed or wake up, prepare themselves, sit in front of their computer, log in to RP Now, access the exam, boom, done, and you get your results at the very end of the exam. So there's no more waiting 45 days in order to see whether or not you pass or fail. It is absolutely immediate.
That's awesome.
I know, and we're saving so many trees by not sending out paper exams. It's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I just realized there's a kind of a typo in our description here on the screen. It is the fall PP COP and PLS, and that was supposed to say ALP, so we're not doing the PP twice this period. It is
I mean,
ALP
you can if you want to. It seems a little
I know.
extraneous,
If they wanted
I
to
guess.
take it twice, they totally could. Yes, exactly.
The
To see all
PP
the
squared.
information, yeah, no joke, PP squared. If you want to see all the information about the certification exams, including the online exams, you can go to NOWS.org/CERT exams, and you'll see all of the dates and all of the months we have listed there, open for you to join and register today and apply online. So that's awesome. The last thing, this is our last the fall online membership meeting is our last one for the year. For this year, we've had incredible response from it from our members, and this is an event with not only our chapter involvement people, but also we were also really, really thinking about our members at large. And I know a lot of them are involved with this online membership meeting. So that's October 8th. So be sure to register online. Maria is going to be hosting. She's been hosting all of the ones for this year.
Yeah.
And you earn CLE by attending just like you would a chapter meeting. You get to discuss things on that call, which is kind of like the format of this a little bit. So just be sure to register online. You can see that at NOWS.org/2018 NOMM. All right.
And, Lydia, I just want to add into this. It's free, guys. This online membership meeting is completely free. Free CLE, free updates. More often than not, you will have a staff member. So you can ask questions that maybe you just randomly think of through the meeting. They get shot out all the time. And this is the best way for you to get information. And I got to tell you guys, it's not uncommon for a board member to join in, and they might have announcements for you as well. So take advantage of these events that we have, because they are your ultimate link to NOWS and what's going on and all the benefits you can receive from our organization and being a member. So join us. We want you there October 8th.
And definitely. I know things are changing really fast here at NOWS, and we want everyone on board and know at least a gist of what's going on. So like Maria said, this is the best way for you to do that, is just get involved in some of the events that we have and just be a part, make an effort to be a part of that. So speaking of being a part, we are talking about NOWS Board of Directors. We have our board application deadline coming up really, really quickly on August 1st.
Oh, yeah, it's fast approaching, Lydia.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So if you are just thinking, like you love the changes you see, but we could be doing more as an association, we want you to be involved and we want your voice to be heard. So we encourage you to apply for the NOWS Board of Directors. These are people that make incredible and amazing decisions that push our association towards the future and what it needs to be and what it needs to look like. So be sure to apply before the deadline or on the deadline date, and you can do that at NOWS.org/boardact18. You can see that right there on the screen. We are asking for people who, think differently, who want to keep the association running for years and years to come. So just, if you're that type of person, join and
give us a
apply
ring
for the NOWS involved.
Absolutely.
So,
come join us.
Yes, for sure. But again, the Board of Directors application, August 1st. Don't forget, if you want to assist us with that, just apply online and go through that process. All right, next thing up, we have been moving our building, if you have not realized that. We now have gone 120 million% virtual just in the past month. And Maria's laughing because I am virtual. I live in Florida, and they still live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is where our building was. And I could feel the
pain. You could feel the pain.
I was going to say, the joyous,
agony,
momentous, I'm sure it was just a joyful, amazing process.
It was thrilling to move everything, yes. Yes, Tammy and I were singing to the birds and the bees as we moved heavy boxes out of the NALS building. But we're really excited about going virtual because the money goes back to the members because it was just absurd to have a huge, large building like that and to only have 3 employees there.
Exactly.
So it was an economical move that only benefits our members because the money goes back to the members.
Yes, and these incredible programs that are happening within NALS. So
absolutely.
That's exciting. And if you want to, I know recently our Board of Directors President, Tara Hughes from Arizona, she went live on our Facebook page the day after we closed on the building. So if you want to go see that, just go look at the videos on our Facebook page. She has a lot of details there about just everything that happened there towards the end. But as far as going virtual, though, for sure we want to thank everybody for their patience because not only were we going virtual, but we were also, our membership coordinator, as I mentioned before, is out on maternity leave. So we are playing catch up right now. So just be sure to, if you have any information for us, just make sure your contacts with us are up to date, and this includes our address. We've changed we have 2 new addresses now. One of them is for general mail and the other is for payments. So we do ask that you look at nals.org/news, and you can see the titles there of the different articles that we have about our address changes, about contacting NALS via phone and email during this time. And also, just a note, we've put this on our store that any physical orders, online orders from our nals.org/store are going to be extremely delayed as we are doing this transition. So we do ask for your patience. If you have any questions, just contact us at nals.org/contact and submit a form there, and we'll be glad to get with you as soon as we are able to. But again, thank you so much for your patience as we're doing this transition because it is much needed, and we're, again, so excited about it.
So don't forget the email.
Yeah, that's true. We're here for you, so just let us know how we can help you and make your experience better with NALS for sure. And also, yeah, that's great. Thanks for mentioning that as well. So next up in our NALS docket, we normally include like some inspiration stations, something that we introduced at our Norfolk conference in 2017 as a physical installation there at that conference. But we've actually brought this into our docket to just keep inspiring chapters. This is something, and this month's idea was event fundraisers or just chapter events, your membership meetings, things like that. So in the past, just a little bit of historical data here, we had something called the JET Awards. And what that was is it was named after our founder of NALS,
Eula May.
Yes, Eula May. They created an award for local and state chapters that created programs and ideas that were just outside the box. And we have all those archives and ideas online for state and local chapters to view, modify them, use them as they are. But we do encourage you to modify them to whatever your audience is that you're trying to reach and do the event for. You can see those events online at nals.org/JET Awards. That's JETT Awards. You can see that link there on the screen. But also we provide awesome NALS leadership.
Yes.
Which when we say leadership, this is our chapter, local and state chapter leaders. We offer a page online that has everything from, if you need content for your publication that month about national program, we provide that all for you online, and that link is nals.org/leaders. If you want requests on that page and that group, you just need to contact our membership coordinator at membership@nals.org, and she will grant you that access.
Well, and I just have to say, I really like this idea about the ice cream social.
I know.
No, Lydia, I have been tagging you on Facebook with all of my ice cream-related ideas for our NALS conference coming up in September.
That's so true. And we did that last year. You remember, like we had the
that was good ice
they
cream.
come and brought, yes, and they made homemade waffle cones. But this year,
you could
speaking of the conference,
smell them down the hallway, Lydia. They were so good.
It smelled so good. It was amazing. It was like cinnamon, crispy bliss heaven. Yes, you can smell the crispiness of those cones. It was so delicious. Speaking of the conference, so this year we're actually going to be opening with a game night, which I am super excited about because it's going to be an awesome way for everyone to chat. We're going to have snacks there, so you can. So if you go to dinner before we have our welcome reception or after, we'll have some light snacks there, and we're going to be doing games. So that's going to be really exciting. So I'm glad we talked about
to meet everybody.
Yeah, you get to see everyone that's coming in for the conference. So again, our conference this year is September 20th through the 22nd. You can see all of the details at now.org/PHX18. And register today if you haven't registered. Speaking of registration on that, people can still save $40 on their conference registration. I just want to know that. That's
what?
Good.
What? $40?
Yes, it'll go up $40 after the August 15th. So just be sure to still get your discount on conference registration. Just want to point this out. Someone contacted me and said one of our other association registrations was almost double the price of ours. So we are offering a great price for the conference and to earn 17 hours of CLE at this event.
17 hours of CLE.
17
That's phenomenal.
Hours. Yes.
And you know what I love, Lydia, is that you have fun on there. So
exactly
17 hours of CLE, and then you have been busting tail to make sure that we have fun events. We have a prom, and I know I'm going to be dressing up as Beetlejuice to the prom event. And see, you also have a charity dinner, a foundation dinner, and then we have an escape room. And what else have you got up your sleeve, Lydia?
Well, our National Board just picked an awesome location, just to be honest. It's in, Phoenix in the Mesa area. The hotel that's there has an awesome pool. So anytime, after or before, go swimming. Go and just join your Now's Pals and have fun. There's lots to do around the area. So just explore. That's our tagline this year. Just learn, explore, and have fun. That's what we want you to do at this year's conference. So, you mentioned them all. The Now Foundation is doing a prom night, dinner and dance event. They're actually running, if you join our Facebook, they're actually running a King and Queen contest currently. So be sure to cast your votes for your favorite King and Queen nominee or contestant. So they're going to be doing that and doing a crowning ceremony for those people. And I know that the fight for votes is getting hot. So you can see that. And again, we also have the escape room, as Maria mentioned. And that's going to be a team event.
Designed by yours truly. Yes, only the best of the best will win and get out of my escape room.
That is so
only
true.
The best of the best, Lydia.
Yes, that is true. I know that. I know that for a fact because I saw it last year. We had some great feedback from Maria organizing the event, you organizing the event last year. So you have a crazy creative mind, and I'm so glad that we're able to use it in this way. So again, we have plenty of events scheduled for networking, and some of them are actually included in your ticket price. So just look at nows.org, again, /PHX18, and for all of that information. Now, we do have the schedule online, just so everyone knows. The education schedule is currently up, and you can see all of the great topics and the hours of CLE you can earn from the different topics that are there. And our conference pins and our gear are now available online as well, and you can see all of that information on our Phoenix page. The links are there to go and purchase these items or how to purchase the items. So like before we were talking about the volunteers, like this is where they shine, is when it comes to the exams, when it comes to all the programs that we do. They're the ones doing this. So you as members are the ones that are doing this. So just stay involved. And speaking of volunteers, we have our Volunteer of the Year, which I am grinning from ear to ear because this was an awesome, awesome choice made by the Resource Center staff and the NOWS Board of Directors for this year's winner. I'll let you actually do the honors of announcing who it was because I know that she's super involved with everything certification education. So take it away, Maria.
NOWS Pals, if you don't already know her, I want to introduce you to Miss Paula Steffi, My Paula, TP, CLP, FC squared, CWCP. This woman is amazing. She is right there whenever you need her. She is honest, no judgment whatsoever, and always has an open door for anyone who is interested in NOWS or anyone who is interested in the legal field. And I don't know if you know this, Lydia, but she actually started out as an accountant. And
that's
when
awesome.
she moved to Michigan, that's when she got into the legal field. So this woman has a knowledge set that you want to learn from. And she has gone out of her way to not only help her local and state chapters, but to help other local chapters near and around her local chapter thrive and develop. And if there is ever just a bright, shining example of just the perfect volunteer, it's Miss Paula Steffi. She's absolutely wonderful in every way.
Indeed. She's always there. I know on some of my task forces she's on them as well. She's on multiple task forces, by the way. She is always there to step up to the plate whenever something is needed. So this person is just well-deserved. We cannot stop singing her praises. If you want to read the full article about, to learn a little bit more about Paula and what she does for NOWS and what she does for, at each level of NOWS, as you mentioned, you can read the full article at NOWS.org/VOY18. All right, and speaking of our amazing, amazing people that we have here at NOWS and our members, we are really, really excited to announce our 2018 Award of Excellence finalists. NOWS, this is like the highest award you can get at NOWS. It represents everything that is great about the legal support profession, and these 3 finalists have been chosen from all of our nominees as just being like the top echelon of this profession. So our first one is Jamie Early, PP-PLS SC. She is from the Legal Staff Professionals of the Midlands. Our second one is Audrey Saxton, PP-CLP SC, NOWS of Tucson and South Arizona. And lastly, our third is Carrie Trindle-Byrne, PP-PLS CP of NOWS of Phoenix. Congratulations to them. Our winner will be announced at the NOWS 65th Annual Conference, which we mentioned all the details earlier. So we have a whole ceremony that we do for them and announce them in front of their peers who the winner is. So good luck to each one of you, and congratulations on being chosen as finalists. Now, one of the things we're going to talk about here as well is the NOWS Foundation. NOWS Foundation has been amazing. They have supported, if you see their logo anywhere on any of our programs, that's because anyone that donates to the foundation you directly donated to that program. And they are doing some amazing summer fundraising events, some of them actually leaking into fall, but they wanted to launch them off here. They have some raffles for a quilt, a mystery case. We sent out an email, and that's what this link on this slide takes you to. If you missed that email or you just want to go back and reread it, it's nows.org/NOWS NFSMR18. We have raffles. There's apparel for sale there, jewelry. All of the money made from these events go back into the Now Foundation Fund so that it can continue to fund the event. So we just ask that you get involved any way possible for these things. We are going to talk about state and local chapters. So these are things that are very important, not only for your chapter with NOWS at the national level, but also to make sure that your things are up to date. So I know back in May, I believe it was, or April, I can't remember. Everything blurs right now. There's so much going on. But we had to change some of our privacy policy and our practices based on the GDPR implementation. And you can read all of that information on our website. But this also affects chapters. And I know a lot of our chapter leaders had access to like just pulling member data because, if you're a publications person, you obviously need an email list or mail list or whatever you need about your members that are involved with your chapter. Well, some of that is actually going to be changing soon. We have to implement a way for members of different types to only have access to pulling that membership data based off of these new compliance rules. So you can see a little bit about what we're going to introduce with that at nows.org/chapter data. For more information, like I said, some of the chapters aren't implemented some of these changes. I know individual members, it's going to be member type based rather than if you're straight up a leader, then you get access. That's not going to, we can't do that anymore. So this is going to help. The GDPR thing has really helped us to tighten up our privacy and issues and kind of plug some holes, but also it's going to help our membership data because we need to protect that as much as we can, and even more so. So that's the first thing. The second thing is our membership and certification chairs. We have a new membership form, application form. So if you are in leadership or even membership certification chair specifically, you need to request a new form immediately. Otherwise, we will have to, we're trying not to contact everyone directly. I know for some people we may have to, but just please, 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 please contact us to get that new form. And this also includes our certification education forms. So I'll let you talk a little bit about that, about what's going on with that.
Well, with all of our applications in certification education, we wanted to take them online and make it easier for everyone involved, especially our members who are maintaining their online journal. So right now, and Lydia, I think I'm sure about this, but I don't think Cert Education has one paper form at all right now. They are all online. It is easy to access. They are easy to complete. They are linked to an invoice. You can automatically pay. For instance, let me talk about recertification. So let's say that you have been a good NOWS pal and you have been maintaining your online journal and you have all of your CLE there. If you want to recertify, you simply go to our webpage, click on recertification, click on the designation that you want to recertify. Bada bing, bada boom, all of your information gets imported over into the application, and down in the CLE section, you will just mark, please review my online journal. You give us an e-signature, you click on the understanding and disclosure statement, and then you submit your payment. You're done. I receive it, and I do all the heavy lifting. I go through your journal, and I review all of your certificates. If you have not been maintaining your online journal, then you can simply just scan all of your certificates into one PDF file and send them over to cert-edu@nows.org. That simple, Lydia. And it also saves our members postage because a lot of our members we're sending as binders of paper, and that is an expensive endeavor right there to send it either via USPS or UPS. So it was a way to cut costs for our members whenever they went to go and recertify.
And I know like one of the most precious things like we have it now because there's 4 of us, so it's time. So the more that we can save time and find time by not doing these intense processes all via paper is better for us. That's more time we can dedicate to creating new programs and to better developing other things in NOWS as well. So yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
The last thing is your 2018 officer rosters. Please, if you already know who these people are, we ask that you submit those rosters online. And this is to ensure that your rebates and other mailings that we have for information for NOWS leaders, chapter and local leaders, get those to the correct address and all that entails. And this also includes the access that you receive, so and who receives access. So just visit nows.org/officer rosters to submit yours today. This can be done by the president or whoever. We just ask that you do it as soon as possible. And again, like I mentioned before, you can visit nows.org/leaders for more resources for your chapter and as a leader. So we just want to say thank you so much for joining us today. This is very new for us, and I hope that you enjoyed it and got lots of information about it. If you have any questions, just contact us at the email addresses that we provided earlier, and we'll be glad to answer any questions you have, and be sure to fill out the survey that's in this email as well.
I probably should